Hello Electroheads and welcome back to the channel. If I asked you to name an electric car, you could almost guarantee that the Nissan Leaf is going to be right up there. It's not going to win you any points on Pointless. However, since then, Nissan haven't really had too many electric car offerings. Until now, they were waiting to release something really special. And this is their all-electric SUV, the Nissan Ariya. How fantastic does this look? In today's video, I'm going to be getting a closer look at the Nissan Ariya, which is Nissan's rival to the Volkswagen ID.4, the Skoda Enyaq and also the Tesla Model Y, and finding out if it's got what it takes to take on those cars. So if that sounds good, then please keep watching. And if you like electric car news and electric mobility, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Just over 4.5 metres long and 1.8 metres wide, the new Ariya is almost identical in size to the cars that it will be competing with. The Nissan Ariya is ready to explode into the market with sharp styling, competitive range of up to 310 miles and an impressive 389 brake horsepower performance variant. A beautiful collaboration between designers in both Europe and Japan. From the ground up, the Nissan Ariya now strikes a new dawn for Nissan. It's bold and stylish, but it's also quite sleek and simple. You have lovely design elements like that horizon line which runs all the way from the front of the car round to the back. It also is a SUV coupe design which combines all the practicality of an SUV with tons of interior space, but the sleek coupe roofline, which gives it an almost sporty feel. It sits on 19-inch or 20-inch alloy wheels, which all come with some funky aerodynamic alloys. Around the front of the car, and the first thing you notice is that black grille at the front. Of course, it's not really a grille, that's underneath, which is used to cool the batteries. But this houses all of the technology for the Nissan Ariya's new safety features. And if you look really closely, it has some Japanese-inspired details which look fantastic and are mirrored onto the inside as well, which I'll show you later. You have those LED front headlights which are slim, and you also have these LED daytime running lights which frame the grille. So what are the battery and range options available? The entry-level Ariya front-wheel drive gets a 63 kWh battery with a range of 223 miles. The next model up gets a larger 87 kWh battery and a more potent front-wheel drive motor, delivering an extra 77 miles of range, totaling 310, as well as some more power. Then there's the option to add four-wheel drive, with 302 brake horsepower and up to 285 miles of range. Around the back, and that horizon line blends seamlessly into the rear lights, which now have a light bar all the way along the tailgate. And rather than just the Nissan badge, it's spelt out across the boot. It feels sporty. You have this fantastic spoiler, and at the bottom you have a rear diffuser, which hasn't been made to look like a combustion car. It has its own design elements, which I love. Inside the boot you'll find 466 litres in the two-wheel drive model, or 408 litres if you opt for the four-wheel drive, which is bigger than the Nissan Qashqai, but slightly less than you'll find in the Skoda Enyaq or the Tesla Model Y. What is great is that it does have that fantastic Nissan usability with the split boot floor, meaning that your luggage won't roll around, which I actually think is fantastic, and the electric boot comes standard on all models. Rear interior space and practicality are usually high on the importance list when it comes to family cars, and luckily the Ariya ticks a lot of boxes. For one, these rear doors open nice and wide, like on the Nissan Qashqai, meaning loading things like baby seats into the back is a doddle. Once inside, that feeling of space that you get in the front is carried on to the rear of the car. I've got a decent amount of legroom and a nice amount of headroom, even though I've got the panoramic sunroof, which does slightly eat into the headroom. What is great though is due to the flat floor and that adjustable centre console, it means that the middle passenger has got a ton of legroom. Legroom for the middle passenger has got to be one of the best in its class. Amenities are good back here as well. I've got a centre armrest with a couple of cup holders. I've got a USB and USB-C charge port and heated rear seats. Plus, a tiny little design element which I love is the ISOFIX fitments are hidden behind zips so that they don't get dirty. Not to be cliche journalist, but inside the Nissan Ariya is such a nice place to be. They said that they wanted to give it a living room ambience, and I seriously think they've achieved that, with a subtle glow that comes from that lantern down there on the centre. And remember when I said that it had that Japanese influence which is mirrored onto the inside? Yep, that has that Japanese detailing, and it's also mirrored onto the doors as well, and it gives everything a subtle glow of colour at night. I love that. There's so much space as well. Look how much legroom I've got. And that's with this centre console in this position, because it actually slides backwards and it's electric, which is really great. And that's not the only clever gadget in this car either. There's a lot of gadgets which make it feel like a car from 2022. One of my favourite is the touch sensitive buttons which are built into the dashboard. When this car's turned off, you can't see them at all. But when it's turned on and you touch them, you get a little vibration, which makes it feel like you're touching a physical button. They're also on this centre console as well. Drive modes, auto park, e-pedal, and this little open and close. Press that and out pops a little table, which you can put, I mean, what could you put on that? It's quite small actually, isn't it? I don't think you'd be able to get a laptop on there. I guess you could put a small iPad on there, or you could pop your phone on there. That might work. Or perhaps not, but I guess you could always hide things in it, or snacks. I always go to snacks. But I don't know, let us know. What do you think you could pop on the table below? You get two 12.3-inch sweep-in touchscreens which look fantastic, and they're standard as well, so you get those across the whole range of cars, although I guess you would hope from around £41,000. The touchscreen's very nice though, the feedback's good. The feedback isn't quite as good as on these buttons here. You don't get any little buzz to let you know you've touched them, but everything works very well and it looks modern and fresh. It also comes with quite a lot of built-in technology as well. You have a voice activation, and you also have Amazon built into this car. So you can link it to your home and you could ask it to Amazon, turn on my heating, and it would do that for you, which I think is brilliant. It's a way that Nissan are trying to connect us with our cars and our homes. The entry battery Ariya is 7.4 kilowatt AC compatible for home charging, while the more powerful version is able to charge up to 22 kilowatts when plugged into an AC three-phase charger. It can also support charging speeds of up to 130 kilowatts. The arrival of the Nissan Ariya also marks the end of the road for Nissan's association with CHAdeMO charging hardware. While the Leaf will continue to use the connector, the Ariya, along with future Nissan electric models, will use the more common CCS charging port. There's no denying that this is quite an expensive car, but it does feel like you get what you pay for. Everything feels really high quality. You've got this lovely soft leather-wrapped steering wheel, which is actually in a two-spoke design, which I really like. You've also got a great mix of materials, including the imitation wood effect. You've got that bronze detailing that runs all the way along the centre of the car, and then you've got this imitation Alcantara. Everywhere you touch feels really soft and interesting. Even the plastics that are used in this car have little bits of detail on them, so they're not left completely plain. Overall, it just feels a real step above a lot of other cars in this market. The Nissan Ariya has three different driving modes: a normal, economy and sport. Opting for the economy mode will reduce your amenities and get you the best possible range out of your battery. Opt for the sport mode and it stiffens up the steering, making it feel far more engaging. The normal mode is the perfect blend between the two, and most likely what you're going to sit your Ariya in most of the time. If you go for one of the all-wheel drive models, then you get a fourth driving mode, which is snow. The flat underbody also aids aerodynamics for high-speed stability. It's also got plenty of power. Even the entry-level version offers 217 PS, while the alternative, bigger battery variant has 242 PS. Both get to 62 miles per hour in around 7.5 seconds and have a top speed limited to just 99 miles per hour. Stunning design and forefront technology does come at a cost. Prices for the Ariya will start from $41,845, in line with such rivals as the Audi Q4 e-tron. However, with no models available for the government grant, we can't see it selling like hotcakes. Prices can also rise to an eye-watering grand total of $58,440 for the e-Force Performance variant. Well, what do you think? Was the Nissan Ariya worth the wait? It certainly ticks a lot of boxes, and that interior is fantastic. But is it just too much to price it out of the market when it comes to other competitors? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me and all the team at Electroheads, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you later, guys.